I'm here today with Ray Wong, systems engineer for VeloCloud, now a part of VMware. And today we're talking about the SD-WAN one-to-one. Is that the title of the book?
Yep.
So we're going to talk about the book here a little bit today. You're one of the authors of this book, correct?
Correct.
All right, so my first question straight up is 15 engineers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have put 15 engineers in a room before and never had them agree on anything. What inspired you to get with 15 engineers and write this book?
In the last couple of years, I think we have seen the adoption rate of SD-WAN growing up, right? And then more and more customers and partners are really not only researching SD-WAN, but actually starting to deploy SD-WAN, right? So what we realize is in the market, there really isn't any book or any kind of collateral, like documentation that is really truly describing the end-to-end journey. Right? That's why we decided to write a book that basically covered the end-to-end journey, right? From the very beginning about, introducing just what is SD-WAN in general, and then introducing more about like the VMware SD-WAN solutions, the components of it, but we really want to get into really the deployment. How do you actually deploy this solution?
Yeah.
And what we believe in is we really need to be, the books has to be written, right, by someone that actually deployed the solution. That's why we decided to actually flew 15 system engineers, as you mentioned, right, from all over the world, right, to one location, lock everyone in the same room so that we can actually get the book together.
I can imagine, right? There's nobody better than VeloCloud to do
Right.
that, right? Because when you look at VeloCloud, VeloCloud's been around for 7 years. There's no greater expertise in the world than those 15
Correct.
engineers who've actually been out in the field deploying it. So those are the engineers you pulled in to help write the book.
Yeah.
What was your target audience then, for writing the book?
Well, so the target audience, I think, is mostly really for the, I would say, network engineer or the network architect, right? But we actually also want to give it to more even the kind of the IT director, network director, right? Some of the technical decision makers, right? But at the same time, the book is really, really focusing geared towards the engineers, right? Where they pick up the book, they really find very useful information on how they can actually deploy the solution and understand the benefit of the solution.
So we're talking about 20 years of legacy networking. And that's a lot of history that you guys are trying to put in a book this big.
Right.
So what are some of the challenges you had trying to digest 20 years of legacy routing and then apply it to SD-WAN?
This is actually what I always believe, right? I always say SD-WAN is easy. Networking is not necessarily, right? And deploying SD-WAN or adopting SD-WAN, in my opinion, the biggest challenge is actually the migration. How do you migrate from a legacy network to SD-WAN? So actually, a significant portion of the book, right, is really about going through this journey. Right? We actually write little storyline, right, about a CTO and a network engineer of a fictionist company on how they basically decided, everyone is doing SD-WAN. Let's research what is SD-WAN, right? And then let's understand the VMware solution. And then eventually actually deep dive into what are some of the challenges that they might face, right, while they are migrating to SD-WAN. And also kind of how does our solution make that challenge simple, right? Like simple to resolve. Yeah.
So you write the book. Mm-hmm. It's just getting rave reviews. I've seen you at the book signings. The lines are all the way down the road. What is it like to be a celebrity now? A network celebrity, if you will.
Right. No, I mean, I think
any interesting stories? Anybody coming to the table? Just
Well, I think we were quite surprised, right? Actually, I think there were 100-something books that we have installed, and it was gone in 10-15 minutes, right?
That's amazing.
And the 6 of us, initially we were thinking, maybe we'll even talk to maybe some of the people a little bit, but at the end we were just signing so quickly. But I think it's an interesting experience, I think, right?
Well, I'm gonna have you sign my book because
sure.
I haven't had a chance to because they sell out too quickly for me to get a hold of it. All right, so the book is available at Amazon, correct?
Yep.
All right, fantastic. Well, Ray, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
It's been awesome, and I can't wait to see the next book, which I guess is going to be 2-to-1.
Yep.
Thanks again, Ray. I appreciate
Cheers.
it.
Yeah, bye.